Alright. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Fate Grand Order. Last time we finished off the absolute demonic front Babylonia. It was absolute cinema. Best Singularity by far. Like, it even clears Camelot by a good margin, and Camelot was really good. Yeah, now we're on to the final chapter of Act 1. The Grand Temple of Time, Solomon. Which is short, relatively, compared to, like, at least these ones. Because, yeah. But apparently, what is there is mostly dialogue. Not a lot of combat, as far as I'm aware, so this should be a lot of yapping, it would seem. Oh, my voice is gonna die, probably. We'll see. Hey Gogeta. Interestingly enough, yeah, it takes place. I didn't even notice last time. It takes place in 2018, the year where everything burns. So that's interesting. Or where there's no more history. So that's probably fine, right? Hey Neo, hey Meridak. But yeah, I guess before we jump in, do I have anything to? Nah, not really. I was just saying I have Chloe's like costume unlocked, but that's just her second ascension without the mesh. Not really anything you need really to show off. So, I'm gonna finish some of the use so much yapping. Yeah, I didn't have the problem because I skipped it, but yeah. Or the yapping, that is, but I do still have the two of the like extra fights to, you know, get the Knack's Noble Phantasm enhancements. I haven't done those, but anyway, okay, I'm gonna quit going on. It's jump in. Oh, by the way, I got enough Saint Quartz to do one more 10 pole. I did, and you wouldn't believe what I got from it. You would not believe it. I got a fourth Chloe and a second Suzuka. No Castoria Zerker though. Unfortunately, it was unfortunate? Question mark? Question mark? Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. We're in another one of these areas. Okay, flashback to Holy Grail War, I guess? Okay, so he had a caster. Oh, I see. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Wonderfully done, caster. We have eliminated all 6 of the other masters. We have won the Holy Grail War. Once I use my command spell to make you kill yourself, the ceremony will be complete. The Greater Grail will be filled with the souls of 7 servants, and the magical reactor core used to reach the root will activate. And then the 3rd magic shall finally take form. The 3rd magic is the materialization of souls. Humanity shall escape the shackle of the physical body, be released from all suffering caused by its limitations, and advance to a new stage. You are a sacrifice for that purpose. I'm sure you understand, Caster. I nodded in agreement. Humanity's salvation and growth were not the tasks given to me. If the humans of that era wanted to grow, I had no reason to stop them. Just as it was during my life, I simply did what was required of me. In the Fuyuki Holy Grail War, there would be no servant survivors. All servants were to be eliminated. Even I, the victor, was fated to commit suicide, compelled by my master's command spell. No, that was a joke. I'm kidding, Caster. I'm sorry, I got overexcited. I have no intention of offering my meritorious partner to the Greater Grail. I won't use my command spells either. They wouldn't work on you anyway. Even if you used all three? Assuming you had it, well, yeah, I guess. Do you understand? I will not activate the Greater Grail. The third magic means nothing to me. Oh. As the head of the Animosphere family, and chairman of the Astromancy division, I must reach the root in my own unique way. It's preposterous to ask me to rely on other mages' theories, the miracle proposed by the Einsburn family, the materialization of souls and the growth of humanity. I have no intention of being part of such fantasies. That was an unexpected development. Marsberry didn't realize it, but that was the first and last time he would ever tell a joke. What surprised me most, though, was how much his thoughts deviated from what I myself had seen. I asked him, "Then what do you desire?" I'm only after the Grail's ability to grant wishes, and my wish is clear. It's the completion of Chaldeus. Truth is, the one at Chaldea is still just a prototype. It was built to satisfy the sponsors. Sure, it functions as an Earth model, but it's far from being complete. It's just like this Greater Grail, Caster. The theory is complete, but the all-important fuel to power it is lacking. The Greater Grail requires the souls of heroic spirits, but my Chaldeus needs something more realistic. To power Chaldeus, I would need to take over power plants that could generate enough electricity for an entire country, for no less than 6 months even. Essentially, I need a budget that could fund an entire nation, but the only assets I have are my precious offshore oil rig, Seraphix, and a French nuclear reactor I managed to buy the other day. Just casually buy a nuclear reactor, okay? I would think the government would have something to say about that. I don't know how the French would feel about some random... I assume the Animospheres are British. About some random Brit buying their reactors, but okay, yeah, sure. British. Yeah, no, but it's like they should let someone come in and buy one, like, like that seems a bit That's not nearly enough. Simply put, I need more funds. Maybe 6. That's fine. Laugh at my absurdity and shallowness if you so wish. Despite the divine greatness that is the Greater Grail, I seek from it neither eternal life nor the root itself. What I want is a giant pile of money. Honestly, very, very relatable, realistic wish to have, to be honest. Marsberry told me to laugh, but there was nothing funny about it. Creating a miracle was his life's work. It wasn't something he could get someone or something else to do for him. Instead, he asked for the time it would take to complete his task to be shortened. probably because he didn't have much longer left to live. He determined that in the 10 years he had left, there was no way for him to complete and activate Chaldeus. And so, to hasten its activation, he joined the Fuyuki Holy Grail War. The war was, to him, a shortcut. It would allow him to obtain the necessary resources without becoming indebted to rival families, or having to worry about financing and its inherent complications. Maybe that's a good plan. He would leave no traces. Nobody would be able to see what was coming.
Thank you, Caster. I knew you would understand. Your cooperation will allow us to keep this ending our little secret. We can let the world think that Saber and their master won the Fuyuki Holy Grail War. Only a coward would cover this up, but if I don't, the other lords will be able to get in my way. No matter what it costs, I'll complete the true Chaldeus and activate it. It will be necessary in order to secure humanity's future. By doing so, Professor Lev's Sheba will not only be able to see the future, but the light of the past as well. And pseudo-spiritron projection, the ray shift theory, will no longer be just a theory. Why did the Age of Gods come to an end? Why has the foundation of humanity remained unstable since the advent of the Anno Domini era? Once the ray shift works, we'll be able to answer those questions.
I knew this man was dangerous in a way unique to mages. Simply put, he lacked the sense of morality. Yeah. But his burning passion and love for humanity were unwavering. I signaled my consent. This greater grail was not to be used to reach the root, but to grant one man's wish.
To grant one's desire. Yes, how ironic. The end result is turning out to be just the kind of nonsense the original ritual's creators promised.
I laughed in agreement, but only because I could tell that Marsbury's smile wasn't entirely genuine.
What about you, Caster? Hey, don't tell me you forgot what the Einsburns said. The Holy Grail will grant the victor's wish. Both the master and the servant have the right to ask for a wish. I wish for immense wealth, but what about you? What will you wish for? You can't change the past, but you can change how it is viewed today. Or would you like to be incarnated and live a second life?
I froze. I never expected this question. My wish. My wish. My wish. I'd never had the freedom to ask for one, so I was about to say I didn't have one. But no, I did. I can really wish for anything, Marsbury.
Yes, anything but the life of Marsbury Animosphere, the man who summoned you. Come now, Caster. No, Solomon, King of Me.
Okay, yeah.
My contractor, my one and only friend. Knowing you, your wish would be a righteous one.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Say it with pride.
I remember my lips rose up into a grin. Oh. And then the world went black. Oh God, what have you done, Marsbury? I blame you. Doctor, are you asleep? Doctor? Doctor! Huh? Where did I fall asleep? I'm sorry, guys. I know we're in a critical situation. That's all good. You've had late nights trying to figure things out. Don't you worry. But wait, wasn't Roman supposed to be there? Because wasn't he helping Marsbury? Huh. Interesting. I'm looking at you. Did we find the route to the Singularity where Solomon's lurking? We barely have a day left.
We're making good progress. If our calculations are correct, Chaldea will make contact with the final Singularity in 4 hours. We'll begin the space-time fusion simultaneously with Master Ritsuka's ray shift. As long as within 72 hours of the fusion, we can escape the Singularity by purging the Eastern Research Wing and transfer back Chaldea Observatory's normal time, December 31st, 2018.
I see. Everybody, take one last break then. We only have 4 hours, we get some sleep, get some food, enjoy a nice chat, or leave some records behind. Anything. Do something to refresh and relax a little. I'll keep an eye on things while you do.
Understood. If anything happens while we're gone, call us, Doctor.
The staff seem nice. Alright, it's time for the final stage. It's been 10 years since I came to Chaldea. It seems like a long time, and yet... not. Honestly, this doesn't feel real to me, yet. Foe! Oh, there you are, Foe. When I think about it, you're a pretty strange creature too. Until Ritsuka came, you only showed yourself around MASH. What made you change your mind? I thought you were the kind of creature who feeds on humans, yet has no interest in them, just like Merlin. Foe? Foe! Yeah, I can't really understand what you're saying. I may have been able to understand you back then. Yeah, I probably did. Well, I have a hunch about what you're saying. You're saying, are you okay with this? Majimari got mad at me over the internet too. She told me not to keep secrets anymore. Is she finally gonna fess up to what happened? But well... to be honest, I don't feel guilty. I can't explain my reasons. Besides, it still hasn't sunk in for me. Why did I come here to Chaldea? What was I doing before I did? It's all stuff I absolutely can't explain. Not even a little. If I told them I came here to protect humanity just because I felt like it, that would be pretty lame, right? Very lame. ... Oh, but I can explain how I came to run the medical division at such a young age. It's because I studied like any other person, of course. Competence is what got me this job. Fo. Come to think of it, I've spent the last decade doing nothing but studying, researching, and investigating. One day I had a feeling that humanity was going to end. It was one of those bad dreams people get sometimes. Eventually I was forced to realize that this feeling of mine was true. I had no way of denying it, yet no strength to make sure either. The only clue I had was that I would begin at Chaldea. I was filled with a sense of terror, and I was compelled to do something. So I've done everything I possibly could over the past decade, like I was fleeing from this doom, like I was running away, screaming. And I'm about to find out how this will end. I'm scared but happy at the same time. Once this battle's over, I won't have to worry anymore. I can finally be free to do what I want with my time. Will you though? Will you really? I still have a bad feeling about Roman. Maybe not necessarily that he's a bad dude, but I think... I don't know, we'll see. Foe. Why are you thwacking on the data on the demon gods? Oh, I see. You're worried about Ritsuka, huh? As for who Solomon really is, well, I suppose I have some idea. Kingu was a good sample case. I thought the Solomon who appeared in London was a fake, but I didn't have any way to prove it. Heroic spirits have many aspects. That's why a single heroic spirit can manifest as a saber, or a lancer for instance. So even if the Solomon who incinerated humanity was a variation, on the one in the legends. He is still Solomon, the father of Magecraft. And if he is the real Solomon, Chaldea has no way to beat him. There were times when pessimism won out, and I thought that this Grand Order would end with humanity's defeat. But now I don't feel that way. If I'm right, that Solomon has one weak point. Yes, just one. If he is the real Solomon, and at the same time, someone who is falsely claiming to be the King of Mages. There is a void that Solomon can never reach, and it scares me. What scares me isn't whether I can take advantage of that opportunity. It's what I'm going to be thinking when I reach that void. So... Wait a minute. When I reach that... Yeah, Roman's dead. Roman's gonna die. Or maybe not die, but he'll be trapped somewhere with Solomon for like all eternity. Or something of that nature. I had a dream. A scene of a peaceful town. One I'd seen before. Oh, yeah, this is France.
Hey, Mash. Good to see you doing well again today. I'm sure things will be quiet tomorrow, too.
Hey, Kirillite. What are you doing with that shield? The city's the same as ever. There's no danger around.
That's right, we finally live in a utopia with no war, starvation, prejudice, or discrimination.
There's no need to hate anyone. No need to fear anything. Because we've been released from death.
We've been released from the sorrows of life. We're happier now than we ever thought possible.
Okay.
Life has no end. The world has no end. Tomorrow will never be worse than today. This is the bliss of eternity.
Is stagnation really what you people want? Because that sounds like stagnation to me. Sounds like the start of the extraverse. Just different way of getting there.
Oh no, I don't understand the happiness they speak of. Solomon, King of Mages, the image you show me only frightens me.
Oh, she called his ass out.
Why does it frighten you?
Okay, I actually talked about this, well, it wasn't during a public stream, it was during a members only stream, but I guess I should say it publicly. I've been waiting to see what my ISP is doing in terms of installing fiber, because someone was supposed to come last Tuesday to see how they want to bring in fiber lines, but they never showed up. And the reason I'm waiting for fiber to continue Xtella is because of how, like, pixely it gets, because the bitrate's too low, and I don't have the bandwidth to stream at a higher bitrate. So I've been kind of waiting to continue that when I hopefully have better internet, but I don't know what my ISP is doing, because again, the guy never showed up to plan out how they'd bring the lines in, so I'm like... Because I'd rather continue it when I can stream at a higher bitrate, so that way battles aren't really pixelated. like all the dialogue is fine, but battles, it gets kind of bad. So it's like I've been kind of waiting to see what happens with my internet.
Why does it frighten you? These people have been released from finite lives, from the terror of death, from all their worries. What you see is a realistically blessed world for humans taking form. Why would that frighten you, Mash?
Yeah, I saw the extra record got delayed. That was unfortunate, but also, for me personally, actually kind of convenient. So I can hopefully get some other stuff done before that comes out, so that way I have free, you know, free time to focus on that. So for me personally, that's actually a good thing. But yeah, for everyone else, it's like, why? But yeah, no. In cases like that, though, I'd rather the game be delayed, so that way there's no like weird bugs or anything. It's plus it's not that huge of a jump either. Did they give an exact, not an exact date, obviously, but I don't remember. Did they give a season they were gonna drop it in? I think they said spring, right? Am I crazy? I think they said spring. Yeah, okay. So it's like a 5-6 month delay. Not that bad. Could be worse.
A promise to tomorrow, a today that lasts forever, a life you needn't fear ending. That should be your salvation. I thought you of all people would understand how wonderful it is to simply live.
No. No, I'm sorry. I don't know why you show yourself to me, but I can see that you're concerned about me. Which is why it pains me to deny you, but I must correct you when you're in the wrong.
Very well. Then tell me, Mash. I'm interested in the conclusion you've reached.
You mourn the end of life and speak of the beauty of eternity, but I'm sorry. I don't understand the sorrow. I don't understand what's so great about eternity. Death is the end that comes to all living things. It's a natural part of life. You say there's no sadness because there's no death, but I don't think eternal life is happiness.
Why? The people of this town are happy. Eternity is the happiness that humanity yearns for.
No, that's a lie. Their smiles are wrong.
Their smiles are wrong. Are you saying that the state of satisfaction, of freedom from worries, is a lie?
Yes. Smiling is what gets you through sadness. Humans continue smiling because they know when their time is limited. But the smiles in this world are different. They're just smiling because they're not afraid. Those aren't smiles. They're just muscle memory. The joys of life belong to those who live in the moment. Solomon, King of Mages, that is my answer to the question you once posed to me. I don't think anyone lives because they're scared of dying. We live because we simply want to live. We do our best to get through the day because we can't wait for tomorrow. Our journey is not about trying to avoid the end point of our lives we call death, but rather to pass through it. So please, don't take away our desire to live.
I see. So that was the question the other me asked of you,
Other... Okay, interesting.
Why do you fight? Why, knowing your life will someday end, knowing it's ended already? Why do you cling to life? Why, when you realize that there's nothing in your future you can save? What you've just told me, that is your answer. A shame. Truly a shame. Only those directly involved could be satisfied by such an answer. The demon god Flaros spoke of you, of how a short-lived creature created by man lived her life.
Flaros was Lev, right?
I had paid particular attention to you as a sample case. No more. I no longer care. There is no path to a longer life for you. You have rejected eternity, and so you shall die. So die like the trash you are, and take all of Chaldea with you. Die as one who clung to life, as a brave warrior who overcame many trials and perils. Why? Because that was what everyone was foolish enough to see you as. It's sad, really. In the end, you're nothing more than another powerless, ordinary human.
We're not powerless. She got mad skills with a shield.
Okay, it's time to party.
Hey, good morning, Ritsuka. It's Da Vinci here with your wake-up call. I figured you'd be getting up from your nap about now. Oh, no need for any formal greetings. This call is basically just me talking to myself. The command room is ready. Now it's up to you and MASH to begin the last order. But first I have a request? No, it's less a request and more a bit of advice. I reviewed MASH's medical exams during the brief rest. I'll be blunt, her body is at its limit. Oh. Both in terms of her life and combat ability. She doesn't have long to live, and can only participate in one more major operation.
Oh, is that why we see her, like, don't see her participate in, like, the Karakuri event? She just appeared as her normal self a bunch of times. And, like, the interludes of later servants. Oh. I mean, she's still alive, obviously. By the way, I should make that clear. I know she lives, but I mean her combat ability. I assume that gets drained away a bit, so that's why she doesn't participate as much in, like, events.
I figured you need to know, and Romani forced me to pass on the bad news.
I realized I wasn't very clear on what I was talking about there, but yeah, no. Because she's in just normal clothes, not, yeah.
So anyway, Romani believed that it would be best not to tell her, but I disagree. For one thing.
Mash knows. Yeah, she knows. She knows already.
I see. Coming from her, from you, who's been with her the most, I'm not inclined to argue. That's it for me then. I know this all comes moments before the battle to determine humanity's future. But that's that, and this is this. You've only got a brief moment before you head to the command room. Spend it in a way you won't forget. See you in the command room. Ciao.
But then I assume she probably goes through some arc where she regains, like, her combat ability. Because, like, it wouldn't make sense to have her as a still usable servant and then her canonically not ever being actually in battles.
Good morning, Senpai.
Oh god.
Good morning, Senpai. Did you just wake up too? Yeah. I just took a nap and finished a physical checkup. If you're going to the command room, let me accompany you. Or would you like to go to the cafeteria and get a sandwich? For some quick nourishment? Senpai?
I can't. I can't bring it up.
I think it's natural to feel pressured. I'm feeling overwhelmed.
My heart is racing. Is your heart racing because it's gonna explode in, like, 96 hours?
But I'm not worried. It's always been this way to me. From Fuyuki to ancient Mesopotamia, I was never confident I would be able to complete the mission.
Oh, that fills me with faith that you have no confidence. Okay. That's great.
On the other hand, Senpai, even though you were more baffled than I was, you always managed to lead the way. So no matter how much pressure I'm under, even if humanity's survival is at stake, as long as Senpai is my master, I'll never feel worried. Ritsuga, you're the best master Chaldea has.
I'm the only master it has.
And I'm very proud of you.
Mash.
Fo! Good morning, Fo. Have you come to bring us to the command room? Fo.
Foe is staring right at me. Monka? Foe? Foe.
Huh? Fo?
I can't bring that up, but what? But what? Mash, you should stay in Chaldea. That I don't know how I feel about that.
Thank you, but that's impossible. Ever since you took my hand as the command room was collapsing around us, I have exclusively been your servant. If you're going to fight, I want to fight too. Even if it shortens the small amount of time I have left.
Yeah. We already thought she knew, but she knows for sure.
Yes, and it's no reason for any extra concern. It's true that unlike others, I was born and raised in a special environment. But I don't feel sad about my life so far. I know the doctor was worried about me, but I don't regret my life. Nothing sad has happened in it.
Well, I don't know if I agree with that, but
if there's anything to be sad about, it would be that I won't be able to see what comes next.
Don't say that! Like, I know she lives, because I know we see her in later events. Still, it's like, I don't like her talking like this.
My life has been very happy. Everyone was very good to me. Even if I only have a few more months left to live, I want to be proud of what I do with them.
That's...
Not at all. My life has been more than worth it. I mean, I never thought I'd set foot outside Chaldea. That never seemed possible for me. But you saved me. Thanks to you, I was able to see the outside world. To see what color the sky was. My journey this past year has been a treasure to me. One I wouldn't give up for anything. So I'm going on the final mission.
She wants to see it through.
Solomon said that life has no value. Human history is meaningless. That's wrong, and I will deny it with everything I have, even if someone's life is going to be lost and forgotten. I've learned on my journey that the lives of every human in history are what built the present we live in now. It's true that I have no experience with life's sorrows. I don't understand the pain the King of Mages speaks of. But I know the joys of life, Senpai. Dr. Roman, everyone at Chaldea, and all the worlds we've traveled through have taught me. So please, let me accompany you until the end, Master.
I mean, we can't say no to that at this point.
To prevent the incineration of humanity, to show the value of human life, and to retake our future.
I'm sorry. Let's go, Mash. Get what you want out of your life. We can't stop you.
Right. Mash Kirillite will support you with everything I have.
You know, if this was a normal visual novel with like actual branching routes, right? It'd be interesting if there was a choice. Again, assuming this was a normal visual novel and not, you know, a gacha game. That if there was a choice where if you deny her going with you and you get there, you just maybe you survive a few battles with like the shadow servants that I guess kind of canonically Ritsuka summons, but then you encounter like Solomon, who's like, you shouldn't have come here without your servant. You were a fool, and just kills you.
Fo-fo.
Right on time. Good morning, Ritsuka, Mash. Your physical and mental states both appear stable. The two of you are in top condition. No. Your mental state is a bit elevated compared to usual. Did something good happen, Mash?
Yes. I was lucky enough to run into Senpai in the hallway
Again today. You know, with how much it happens, I think she intentionally tries to meet us in the hallway. I'll be honest. It's a good sign.
Like a good luck ritual. It's one of those everyday things you do to help you succeed.
Yeah.
A little magic charm anyone can do. Small happinesses like that are important. Oh right, here I am, making my usual small talk. We're at the final stage. We need to stay focused and talk seriously. Master Ritsuka, Mash Kirilite. We finally identified the location of the King of Mages' base, which we knew to exist outside of the normal temporal axis. Caldia will now make contact with the Singularity. The entire facility will enter enemy territory. We'll ray shift into the enemy Singularity, but it will also be physically connected to them. This will be different from our other expeditions. Moving between Caldia and the Singularity can only be done at the contact points. In other words,
this is a surprise landing operation. Crazy, like Normandy. But doesn't that also imply that monsters or whatever else could also flood into Caldia and murder the staff? Like, if we're connected, right? Couldn't monsters flood? I guess it's probably why Da Vinci will probably stay here. And in case something like that does happen, she'll fight them off. Maybe, I don't know. Da Vinci! How's it going?
Yes. Thanks for that lively response. Military regulations and dignity are no concern of mine.
Well, I kinda saw that coming. Fine, I'm going to give up on being serious. Da Vinci, can you give us the briefing?
Sure. Leave it to me. Now, just like I said, this is a landing operation. That sets it apart from all the other orders so far. There's no need to look for a grail. The mission itself is simple, but you've got 3 things to do. First, besiege the enemy temple. Second, defeat the King of Mages. And third, return from enemy territory alive.
Oh, seems simple enough. To besiege the temple. How are we supposed to do that exactly? We don't have any siege weaponry.
And then return alive? Yes. Thanks to Shiba's analysis, we know the basic layout of the enemy territory. The Singularity is its own little world. It's a conceptual universe. If Caldius is a miniature model of Earth, then the enemy territory is a miniature model of the universe. Well, it's a universe with no other celestial bodies. On a human scale, it would be about the size of a single cell. Oh! What's interesting is that there's only a single life form in this universe. But we can ignore that for now.
Okay. Maybe... he's gonna summon shadow servants maybe to fight us. Is this whole Singularity gonna be shadow servants? That'd be interesting. Or maybe real servants. As Grand Caster, he could probably do that.
Can ignore that for now. There's an incalculable amount of magical energy swirling around the center of the Singularity. That's definitely the Mage King's throne. the throne will be your target, but the route connecting to it is currently blocked. And that's to say, if the temple gate is shut, well, it's natural to protect one seat of power. So first, you're going to destroy all the surrounding areas in the enemy's territory. The enemy territory itself is actually a single massive life form.
It's sending energy from the outer edges to the core. Oh!
So, once the outer edges are destroyed, the gate barring the way to the throne will shatter.
That's convenient. Okay.
Destroy the outer areas to cut off the flow of magical energy. So that's why you talked about besieging the temple.
Yeah, I know, makes sense. Still kinda, yeah, still siege-like.
That's right. Our analysis revealed that there are multiple bases inside enemy territory. If you destroy them or shut them down, the path to the throne should open. Then you defeat the King of Mages once he's exposed, and finally come back to Chaldea.
Oh yeah, when you put it that way, it sounds easy. Nothing to worry about whatsoever. Nothing bad will happen. That's crazy talk.
You'll have to walk back, though. Traveling via race shift can only be done along the contact point, the entrance into the enemy territory. That's why it's a landing operation. Ugh, it's gonna be such a chore.
Yeah, aren't they all?
Once the King of Mages is gone, this singularity will disappear. In other words,
we need to run back as the singularity collapses. Oh! It's gonna be like the end of Halo. gotta ride the warthog back before things explode behind us.
Yes, that's different than before. We've never had to escape a collapsing battlefield. Yes. Normally the only time you'd have to worry about that is if you're searching ruins. So destroying the King of Mages is just the start. What's important is coming back. Both of you need to stay focused until the very end, and make your way back to the entrance.
God, why am I so tired? Oh.
As soon as we've reshifted to return you to the coffins, Chaldea will return to a normal space. And that's when the battle is truly over. Humanity and Chaldea will have won.
Okay, so I misunderstood before. When I said travel between here in the singularity can only be done at the contact point, I assumed that meant they literally were connected and could just go back and forth through like a temporal like rift or something. But no, they're still using the coffins. So yeah, no monsters will get through. Okay. See, I assumed when she said it was like a landing operation that was literally like connected, like they could. But okay.
That's when the battle is truly over. Humanity and Chaldea will have won. Right, Romani?
Of course. That's why I've come all this way.
Enter the enemy singularity and destroy the 7 bases. Reach the throne at the heart and defeat Solomon.
Well, yeah, to get back, they have to go to a contact point. But, like, they would still come through the coffin when they come back, I would assume. Maybe not, I don't know.
Reach the throne at the heart and defeat Solomon. Afterward, escape the collapsing throne and return to Chaldea via the contact point. That's the mission. Any questions?
What do you mean the singularity is a single life form? What you mean by that?
Oh, actually,
You know, there's probably no reason to go into it, but I'll tell you anyway. Okay?
Do you remember Fuyuki's Greater Grail? The magical reactor core that caused the Fuyuki Holy Grail War?
Yeah?
It was originally made from the dissected body of a certain mage.
Okay.
The greatest of geniuses. The greatest of miracles. This mage had her magical circuits removed and used as the basis for the system.
Yeah, I recall. The one Einsburn lady, right?
This was a special case of turning the small system that is a human body into a real universe.
Yeah.
And the Singularity is similar. It's a small universe made from the magical circuits of a certain mage.
Okay, so the Singularity is Solomon?
A reality marble that can exist outside of the temporal axis, for as long as it has magical energy. That is the true nature of Solomon's base. That's why we had to call it this. The Grand Temple of Time. Reality Marble Solomon.
Well,
how pathetic. Looks like I'm the only one who has yet to be mentally prepared.
nah, you're a regular old human, sort of. Question mark. I'm looking at you.
But that's coming to an end right now. That look on your face, Ritsuka. It's cheered me up.
Oh, glad to be of help.
As the acting director of Chaldea, I order you to enter the coffins.
Damn, man, chill! Whoa, we were going anyway.
There's only a little time left. If Chaldea reaches 2019, everything will be over. We won't be able to restore humanity. This battle began with defeat. Solomon wiped out the entirety of mankind before anyone knew what happened. This is the greatest murder plot in human history. Solomon has been carefully planning this out since his death in 931 BC. Please put an end to his absurd scheme. Prove that an endeavor as hollow as Solomon's simply needs to go up in flames, without anyone ever knowing about it.
Of course, leave it to me, Doctor. We'll beat him. We'll beat him off. What? Beat him up. Not off.
Yes. Leave it to us, Dr. Roman. The Senpai and I will return to Chaldea. I promise. Good. Glad to hear it. Knowing you two, you won't lose to Solomon.
That's a lot of faith.
Now, let's begin the final order. Initiating race shift program. The enemy is Solomon, King of Mages. The mission objectives are to destroy him and return alive.
Sir, yes, sir.
Unsummon program start. Spiritron conversion start. Race shift starting in 3, 2, 1. All procedures cleared. Final grand order commencing operation.
No, it's not just a space butthole this time. It's Solomon's butthole. We're going inside him, inside his reality marble that is his body. Humanity Foundation value.
Meh. Yeah, eh.
Oh man.
Oh!
I assume these are his magic circuits, and they're like meant to resemble like the roots of a world tree, I guess, so to speak. Just a very small world. Alright, Primeval Holy Gate of Ceremonia. Sector of Beasts. One node. Oh. With it, bond level 5 and over will receive an attack bonus within Final Singularity. Grand Temple of Time Solomon quests. The bonus amount will increase with bond level. As Smash Carry Light's bond level increases with story progress, the bond level 5 shall receive the same bonus as other servants at bond level 10. Oh. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so Draco will be OP. Honestly, I can just let me you know, let's put Mash in just for you know, for old time's sake. I'll have her in the back though. Alright, what is Medusa's only at 6, I think, right? No, she's only at 5. I think Mordred's at 6, so let's put Mordred in, I think. She's only at 5. Ibuki Doji? Yeah, she's at 6, okay. 75%, okay. No, I know, but I want the highest bonus possible. That's why I was looking for someone higher. Honestly, maybe no. If I had Embers and could get her to 80, I might put her in front, but I don't want her in front at 70. So she'll stay in the back. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Sector of Beasts. It's dark. 'Tis very dark. And darker. And we can't bear to see this endless slaughter. We can't bear to hear this ceaseless screaming. Our clairvoyance reveals all the horrible truths of past and future. I, as king, cannot turn a blind eye. We simply lack the ability to turn a deaf ear. How ugly. Ugly, 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 ugly. We are forced to witness all the horrors of this world. The revolting and the hideous are forced onto us, burned into our memory. The only sensible thing to do is rectify this repulsive state of being. But how? Even if we were to eradicate their filth, humans would simply create more. And the very premise is wrong. As long as life exists, we can fix nothing. It must be redone. That is the only option. Everything must be redone and perfected right from the beginning. What must be erased is not merely history, nor the ecosystem, nor continents, nor time itself. We must begin from true nothingness. I'd rather we didn't. Our plan was to recreate this planet from its beginning. In order to do so, considerable resources are required. We need a truly massive amount of fuel. For example, the massive amount of energy generated by incinerating all life on this planet. Okay. But a one-time harvest will not be enough. We need to draw from the past, the present, and the future of the whole world. 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. Energy generated in each of these time spans will be harvested going backwards in time. That should work.
3,000 years worth of the planet's most potent energy. Once it's collected, bound and controlled, our task can be accomplished. Our kindred. The portents we scattered across the land. We write here of our indignation. We shall leave a path for our kin who follow behind us. Build up a temple. Pile up the bands of light. We need every existing resource to destroy humanity. We need every second of eternity to forget humanity. Seek the way to the final singularity. There you shall find us, on the throne of the King of Mages.
Interesting. We and us were capitalized. Ritsuka, Mash. Wake up, you guys alright? Oh. Oh, those are... Oh. This whole thing is being held up by demon god pillars. I didn't notice before. I didn't see the eyes until it zoomed in close. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Surely they won't attack us, right? Surely.
Ouch. Yes, Doctor. Ray shift is successful.
It's fine.
But we encountered a strange interference we've never experienced before during the ray shift. That image was...
It was the same image I saw in Uruk.
Oh, good. Senpai's alright too. Now about the situation here. On it. I'm monitoring you guys. You've definitely arrived at the Temple of Time. That's good. And these are the same readings I measured 1,000,000 times in Mesopotamia. A spirit origin doesn't fall under any of the 7 classes. The Beast of Calamity, known as one of the evils of humanity.
Another beast.
Another. Another beast, okay.
I mean, the last one was easy enough to deal with. We'll deal with it. Yeah, they don't got shit. We're a beast slayer. One of the evils of humanity.
The reading I'm getting through the entire spaces. Beast class.
Who's clapping their cheeks?
You've got that right. Looks like you've wisened up a bit, Chaldea. The fact that you were lucky enough to make it past the 7th singularity is an accomplishment worthy of praise from me.
Lev!
You are...
Lev Liner!
Should I say, hi, it's been a while. But there's really no need for greetings, or for us to catch up. I know how your battles with the other demon god pillars went. I'm impressed to see an inexperienced master like yourself has made it this far. It may surprise you to know that I am very well acquainted with the subtleties of human nature. That's why I can admire Ritsuka's effort.
Aren't you one of the ones we killed? I guess they did say he could just resummon them, right?
Honestly, your persistent survival is hideous. It makes me sick.
That's rude.
Why can't you just lie down and die? It's so simple, anyone should be able to manage it.
Professor Lev, I will not ask why you're alive. But there's one thing I do want to know. When you approached Director Olga Marie, was your intent to destroy Chaldea and humanity even then? From the very beginning?
That is such a mash question. But there must be something else you'd like to ask, no? He must have been on humanity's side, at least in the beginning. Surely Lev Liner was originally an honest man. He must have been seduced by the King of Mages at some point. Isn't that it?
I want to know too, Professor Lev. You were working for Chaldea, even before I joined. And the foundation of humanity could not be restored solely with Chaldeus. It was Sheba which you developed that allowed us to get this far. It's hard to believe that you had been working for Solomon from the beginning. Yeah. It's hard to believe you were able to deceive me for 4 years. When did you become a demon god pillar?
Oh my, what a pleasant surprise. Romani Archiman and you too, Madame da Vinci. What familiar faces. I never expected to chat with you guys again. You're all concerned for my reputation. Rather human rights. You seem to be so preoccupied with things like that. But that is unnecessary. So you want to know when I started serving the King of Mages? Beginning 3,000 years ago, of course. From the moment the plan was set in motion, we were already in place throughout the world. Lineages destined to birth a demon god pillar in 100 years. In 500 years. Or even 1,000 years later. I just happened to be the one designated for 2018 AD.
Okay, so his bloodline, or lineage, whatever, however you want to call it, was designated to become one at a specific point in time. So when he joined Chaldea, he had no idea. But technically, bloodline-wise, he was always meant to work for Solomon? Red Solo Cup Mon?
We were like seeds planted in the ground. An original order, handed down through generations of mages. A certain way of being that must be protected absolutely.
Or maybe he didn't know before joining up.
Our grand order is the rule that the King of Mages created for this very moment. Well, human mages established their own principles and theories and passed them down to their descendants. We, whose power was born of the King of Mages, survived through the generations until the designated time. We etched a curse into our genes to host the demon god pillar and continued our lineage until our appointed era arrived. And in 2017, at the point where I awakened as the last designated demon god pillar, your history came to an end. All necessary resources had been collected, but you Chaldeans insisted on surviving. Why? What made you do that? Did I miscalculate somewhere? No, that's not it. It was because an imposter managed to slip past my watchful gaze.
An imposter?
Am I right, Romani Archiman? Seems I underestimated you.
Playing the fool. Imposter. Interesting.
Maybe you're playing the fool in front of me, so things have turned out the way they have. If so, that's really a shame. I thought we were friends. Medicine and sorcery. We may not have walked the same path. but at least I showed respect for your good nature and the vain efforts you were making.
You gonna finally fess up there, Roman?
Of course not. There's no way you could have detected Romani's nature. After all, he didn't trust anyone around him until I was summoned to Chaldea.
What?
Romani may be an ordinary person, but on one certain matter, he demonstrated more patience than any genius could. I don't know the reason. I don't even know who the enemies are. There's no guarantee that it's even going to happen. He threw his entire life away, believing in the crisis of mankind he only saw in a dream. He continued to wait, believing that something that couldn't possibly happen would in fact occur. He couldn't let his enemies know that he'd noticed, so he couldn't tell his allies either. And since he didn't know how to prepare for that moment, all he could do was study everything he possibly could. That's how Romani Archimedes spent more than a decade, in a hell of his own creation, where he could not rest even for a moment. Such a man would never show his true nature, even to a friend. This fool even kept telling himself that he was worthless.
And that he was worthless trash or scum or something like that. Man, all the servants who roasted him is even worse now.
Well, you think so? I don't think I'm that self-degrading.
Humph. Of course they kept an eye on his suspicious behavior. That's why I made a move to kill him with the command room explosion. But even that failed because that master intervened.
What? Is that true, Senpai? You saved the doctor's life?
We were just shooting the breeze, you know, chatting.
Whatever. Our king is tied up right now. The final calculations will be done in a few hours. Normally, I would ignore you all. But this is a good opportunity. I'll tidy up my own loose ends right here. You have absolutely no chance of making it to the throne, and I will prove that right now.
This whole Singularity is gonna be Demon God Pillars and then Solomon, isn't it?
Hear me. My name is Demon God Flautos, one of the 72 demon gods, the one who governs information. I was caught by surprise last time, but I'm full of energy today. I'll enjoy seeing how much you've bettered yourselves.
Alright, motherfucker, okay. Left Liner is transformed into a demon god pillar. Master, your orders, please.
Dealing with a Demon God Pillar two's no big deal now. Yeah, they're chumps. They ain't got shiitake mushrooms on us. In every other timeline, Lev commits Sudoku to prevent flowers from awakening. Let's know this happen. Ah. Yes, I guess it's a good way of it. Well, yeah, and I guess it's a good way of going about it, because, like, yeah, assuming everyone else is around, then of course Chaldea would be around too. But in every other timeline, there also wouldn't be a Chaldea that would be capable of fixing this too, right? Because Marsbury wouldn't have won the Grail. Therefore, he wouldn't have had the money to complete Chaldeus. So, yeah, I guess if humanity burned without, yeah, and didn't have Chaldea, we would just be fucked. So, yeah, I guess that kind of write a reason as to why that didn't happen. Like, you know, I think this, it's a good way of tying up that loose end in the story. Like, well, without Chaldea, there'd be no way of stopping this, so we can't let it happen at all.
Yes, here I go, Master.
Alright, Demon God Pillar. Demon God Caterpillar.
Demon God Pillar appears.
Only 550. Pshaw. Pshaw. This'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright. Is that gonna do? Yeah, that's true. Actually, then. Yeah. Wouldn't that cause problems though? Because unless they somehow synchronize their transformations through time, like assuming all of time is happening all at once, I guess it would work, but if we take time as a, you know, a flat line, right? Where it's just point A to point B. Doesn't that mean Zoken would have already turned into a demon god pillar? Or at least been taken over by one by the time Lev killed himself? I don't know. I don't know. Whenever there's time shenanigans, I tend to look at it like it's Doctor Who, where technically time happens all at once and can be influenced. I feel like that makes it easier to explain a lot of things. Yeah. Actually, wait, she's AoE, isn't she? I haven't used her in a long time, yeah. I mean, it'd still be stronger than a regular... Considering that Jason was forced to transform into Demon God Pillar, I'd say that they can change hosts post-awakening. Maybe. I'll hold on to this until we have overcharge. I mean, okay. 73.3k in turn 1. Not bad. And this guy ain't doing jack dookie to us. Alright. Let's do the dang thing. Boom, boom, boom. Should... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's doing more good damage. Good damn. Ow. Ibuki is not having a great time. Increase. I suppose it doesn't really matter all that much. Okay. Hang on, what's her overcharge effect again? Let's see. No phantasm strength. Okay. We'll start with these. Actually, no. Do her first, because not a servant, so. Then do Ishtar last. Get as much damage as we possibly can. I would say it's still actually really good damage for Draco, but then I remembered she had the Roman trait on with the skills on, so that would make sense why she did more damage than expected. Also good damage despite being AoE. Did they nerf the demon gods, or... It feels like he's weaker than usual, or than before. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, well, there goes Ibuki. Bye, Ibuki. Sorry, Ibuki. You were a noble sacrifice. Alright, hey, Mash. This actually works out. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do full Draco. And dead. Special. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Draco's overcharge had no effect here because it wasn't a servant, whereas hers did because it was just strength, Noble Phantasm strength up, plus she had her skill on, plus her Noble Phantasm was level 5 and she's 120 versus level 1 Noble Phantasm 98, you know. Yeah, she had a lot of things going for her in that regard, in terms of damage dealing. Hey, how you like that, Lev? That's cheating! You're cheating! It's pointless. Everything you do is pointless. It
can't be. The demon god pillars reappeared. It wasn't restored or healed. An entirely new Flyros has been born. Don't tell me the ground is completely... Yeah, it's all demon god pillar. What was that? What was that impact just now? What? Something hit us from the outside. The second reactive theory unit has sustained over 60% damage. That's not good. We've lost the northern observation room. Detecting excessive pressure in the observatory dome. Yeah, we're being attacked. T-minus 5 minutes until collapse. If the dome is destroyed, we won't be able to hold the command room. Chaldea will enter foam state and be swallowed up by the Temple of Time. Pseudo-Spiritron computing efficiency. Have fallen out of the qualia zone. We're losing reactive theory strength. Could have full power to external facilities. Reroute everything to Chaldea and the reactive theory units. We need to maintain the command room's functions. Leonardo, what about the resources you have saved up in your workshop? I've transferred them to the Spiritron calculation supercomputer. My secret stash should cover it. But this will be futile, Romani. The attackers are demon god pillars. 6, 7, 8 demon god pillars have wrapped themselves around Chaldea. Well, go fight them, Da Vinci. I could fight directly, but I'd be able to take out maybe one at best. And that won't solve the problem at hand. We'll need to destroy the Singularity before Chaldea gets smashed to smithereens.
That's impossible. Impossible, you hear? I am immortal. We are inexhaustible. This entire space is us. Come. My kindred, show yourselves.
Wait, I just had a thought. That would explain why the motto's like magic started diminishing over the years. Because if their lineage came from Solomon, right? Etching their bloodline with seals to become demon god pillars. Then, if the plan never came to fruition after Zoken, things would slowly start going downhill. That actually does make sense with the story, to a degree. Maybe I'm making a connection where there isn't one, but I feel like that makes sense. Like, oh, the purpose your family was meant for never came to be, so it just slowly faded out. Well, yeah, no, I know the mottos aren't compatible with Japan, but like, I always felt that was a weak excuse, I guess, because I guess to be fair, the incompatibility with land was stated in some materials to not be the actual reason. Yeah. But yeah, no, I know. I remember the incompatibility thing. I just never liked that reasoning. I'm pretty sure if you go back to my Fate Stay Night playthrough, I think I mentioned that when it gets brought up. I never liked that excuse. It felt weak. I don't know. Like, it didn't feel like a good reason.
More demon god pillars. No, these are...
Yes, we are the 72 demon gods, and they are us. You killed me, but what of it? There will always be 72 demon god pillars, no matter what you do to us. As long as the throne exists upon this land, our number will never decrease. If you want to kill me, you'll have to eradicate all 72
Of us at once? That's not possible. Unless we have like a magical nuclear bomb that we could just throw into the singularity. That could work, maybe. A Spiritron bomb.
But what chance do you have of that? Where is your army? There is nothing on Earth that can stand against us. You haven't caught us. You've merely thrown yourselves into your own graves. Ha ha ha. You're like moths to the flame. I commend your enthusiasm.
We're not getting any transmissions from Caldia. Master, what should we do?
No way. It's not ending like this.
I've underestimated you. I see you still have the guts to meet your enemy's gaze.
Yeah.
But that's enough. I understand you don't know when to give up. That might have worked up until yesterday. The last master. The last human Ritsuka. We have the utmost respect for you. You were supremely entertaining. We laugh at your resistance in the first singularity. We laugh at your zeal in the second singularity. We laugh at your adventure in the third singularity. We laugh at your quest in the fourth singularity. We laugh at your advance during the fifth singularity. We laugh at your survival in the 6th Singularity. And the 7th Singularity. Well, that wasn't very pleasant. It was a poor show, not the least bit entertaining. Let's just forget it entirely.
Why? We fought a primordial goddess. What do you mean, poor show? What, because Merlin cheated and went back in time? Like, what?
In any case, your fight has been truly amusing. And the fact that it was utterly pointless makes it even better. You fought all this way and it was worthless. You fought him up until now, and even still your end will be utterly pathetic. It has been a spectacular show. Thank you, and goodbye. Chaldea will meet its end here and now. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Ah, 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 ah.
Senpai! Mashu!
Mashu? Are we alive? Maybe. Oh, we're maybe alive? It was all pointless after all. No. Don't think like that.
No. Calling it pointless is ludicrous. Isn't it a bit too early for you to be giving up?
Whomst? 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 Whomst?
This battle was a long journey that took you back to human history. However, you never once fell to despair. That because you had so many encounters on that journey. Even if this entire planet became the battleground for the Holy Grail War. Even if everything on this land had turned into eternal ruinous grounds. Even if countless powerful enemies stood in your way.
Stood in your way. Okay.
At the end of your journey, you never gave up. You looked forward, knowing your fate has not been decided yet. And this is no different. Now, let the battles begin, Master.
Who? Oh, okay, it's MASH?
Wasn't this meant to be a story about us taking back our future together?
Gah! What's going on?
MASH is beating your ass, that's what.
Why isn't Ritsuka gone? Why does Chaldea still exist? Why are our bodies crumbling?
She's overwhelming you. She's too much for you, boy.
All the demon god pillars have been destroyed. We did it. Way to go, Da Vinci. You're amazing. What a trick did you have up your sleeve this time? You should have let us know you
used such a powerful secret weapon. Oh, it wasn't her. It was Mashu.
No, that wasn't me. That was...
Yes, that was our goat, our baby girl, our eggplant.
Primates have flourished for thousands of years. The Age of Gods ended, and through time, mankind has become the most prosperous beings on Earth. And so we shape the future of this planet and inscribe its history on the surface. But for that, we nurtured knowledge, produced many resources, and saw countless lives reincarnated. It's a map to prolong mankind's survival and to ensure its everlasting prosperity. In the world of magecraft, this is called humanity. Those at Chaldea have been charged to protect it. Is this a dream? Are my senses broken? There are summoning spells being activated all over the Singularity. There's no catalyst, no summoners. They're materializing autonomously, following the thin threads of fate that intertwined when you crossed paths. 10, 20, 30 spirit origin signatures, and still increasing. Bitsuka, this is...
I know that you guys all came. You asked about our army, Flaros. Well, here they come.
Eastern terminal nerve system aflame. Number of enemy servants rising.
Western autonomic nerves damaged. 24 enemy servants confirmed.
Inconsequential. No matter how many of them there are, they're just extensions of man. They are not a colony like us. They must live separately and fight individually.
You sure about that?
Destroy them. Eliminate them. Remove them. Mere servants are no match for us. I cannot see anything that would be capable of destroying the 72 demon gut.
Yeah?
Eastern terminal nerve system destroyed. Demon gods 1 through 8 cannot maintain nominal values. Western autonomic nerves destroyed. Demon gods 26 through 33 cannot maintain nominal values.
Left and right base thoracic cages damaged. We recommend retreating from this space. Now what's going on? Why are we being overpowered? How are humans who reject mutual understanding fighting together like this?
Because they all understand they want the world to go on, that humanity has a right to live. They're putting aside all their old battles to come together and put a stop to you.
Yes, it's true that we're life forms who are obsessed with self-interest. And it's no different as a heroic spirit. In fact, it's because we're heroic spirits that we cannot abandon our convictions. But there's one human who believes in us. A human who still believes that we're heroes, even after meeting so many heroic spirits and witnessing so many battles.
My hair is literally on end. I don't know if you can see it, but it's literally like standing up.
What heroic spirit could ignore that call? Oh Lord, I shall raise my flag once again for the salvation of a nation. Nay, for the salvation of this world.
Oh, that's John.
Hear me, heroic spirits, mighty warriors who have gathered here. Though we may be rivals or from completely different eras, we must stand together now. Not to prevent the incineration of humanity, but to open up a path for our contractor. My true name is Jeanne d'Arc. In the name of the Lord, I shall become your shield.
Come on, show me the others. Give me a CG that with an overview of like all of them, please.
So many. Those shooting stars racing across the sky. Yeah, the servants. This is amazing. They just keep coming. And I have no idea why either.
I don't know, man.
Maybe they were able to get in because they see the singularity exists outside of time? No, it doesn't matter. Among the heroic spirits you met on your journey, the heroic spirits who fought alongside you, I'm sure there are some who had planned only to lend their power for a short while. And yet they've all come to help you out. This is a sight so rare, you could live 1,000 lifetimes and never see it again. The servants' attacks are pinning the demon gods in place. Every single one of the 72 demon gods has been engaged. We can eliminate them right now. Open a path to the center, Ritsuka. We only have a little time left.
Please let me. I assume in each separate wing, because there's four like specific spots we saw. I assume in each one we'll have a list of like 6 or 7 servants we can use, right? Please. Throne 1. Nefarious, the melting furnace. Well, there was 4 spots that... Oh, yes. Okay, only three. But there was 4 building areas. Like here. What I mean is these. This, and this is what I was talking about. So I was talking about each of these. Alright, I'll go with the 4, maybe 5-star guest servant. Hang on. Avenger. Let's actually use... Let's use, Okay, no. I'm going to assume here is servants from one of the first... either Fuyuki, Orleans, maybe Septum. I'm gonna say probably just Fuyuki or Orleans. So let's use... someone that would vibe with that. Let's use Salter. Yeah, Salter. That'll work. Start quest. Nefarious, the melting furnace.
Activate. The 9 pillars that govern the melting furnace. Zipar, Botis, Bathim, Salos, Person, Merax, Epos, Aim. We 9 pillars know sound. We 9 pillars weave song. In the name of the 72 demon gods, our luminous torch shall never be extinguished.
I've confirmed the presence of 9 enemy pillars. I'm not so sure we can take so many of them.
Yeah, this might be a bit too much for us. Yo, Jean!
Do not say such things. Demon gods of this sort should be a cakewalk for you by now.
Indeed, our boy Siegfried. This is the first time I'm seeing them up close, and I'm astonished that you battled such monsters. I must express my incredible respect for your prowess and bravery. I'm sure you're all capable of overcoming this trial on your own, but allow me to assist you.
Sean, Siegfried. We shall hold this sector. Ritsuga of Chaldea, we await your command. The demon gods are nothing compared to that horrible witch.
No, but that.
We are the Alliance of Dragon Slayers, and we shall repay you for your hard work in Orleans.
Marie! My girl!
Yes, Jean. You're right. And viva la France, Ritsuga.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my god. What's up, my homies again? What up, homie?
Come now, Amadeus and Sanson. Pay your respects.
No, I am too ashamed to show myself. I'm happier just helping behind the scenes.
Oh, you're so uptight. It's too late to be fretting over appearances now. What's done is done. There's no point brooding over an unpopular concert. Don't you know that the memories of the masses are malleable? If you give a spectacular performance now, your past mistakes will be forgiven. Mostly. It baffles me that a man your age doesn't know that. It's amazing that someone as sensitive as you could tolerate a moniker like Monsieur de Paris. I mean, a man of Paris? How mortifying. I would have skipped town before the day was through.
You're just an irresponsible good-for-nothing. The lowest kind of scum, ready to flee as soon as something displeases him.
Aha! In that case, show me your so-called responsibility. You caused quite a bit of trouble for Ritsuga in France.
Yeah. You best pay up.
Being me a stagehand is not enough. Step out onto center stage and work 10 times as hard as penance. Besides, this is the battle to save people. Surely that's 1,000 times better than standing on an execution stage.
Ugh, you insolent wretch. Must you always have the final word?
Yes?
Please, Amadeus, Sanson. Greetings, Fraulein. We meet once again. Do you remember my one tidbit of advice? Well, I suppose that's irrelevant at the moment. We don't have time for chit-chat just now. Are you ready? We shall exterminate the demon gods together. Truth be told, I actually have a bit of a connection to these things. But fortunately, I had not the slightest interest in allying with those 72 demon gods anyway.
What was did his lineage also have one of the ones that could have become a demon god pillar? So maybe one of his descendants is okay.
I had long since sold my soul to music. Someone must have become Amdusius instead of me. Or perhaps. What is it, Amadeus? Why such a gentle, tender look? It's nothing. I was merely recalling a past miracle. Well, Ritsuka, let us sound the drums of war. This is shaping up to be quite the battle, but we have plenty of help this time. Let us finish off this prelude, so that we may hurry on to our next venue.
Alright, is it Jean or Marie who we have this time? There was only one gold border. Is Siegfried 4-star? No, he's 3-star, right? 4-star? Alright, we got Marie. Okay. I can work with that. Okay, wait, this one isn't unknown class. It actually has a... Was that labeled and I just didn't notice? Okay. Well, it's a bit awkward, but I'll pay attention to that going forward. Okay. I'm used to them being unknown, so I just kind of didn't even look at the insignia. Oh, yeah, this is okay. That makes it a lot easier, though, I will say. That's gonna make this a hell of a lot easier. Hers is restore NP, okay. She doesn't have Noble Phantasm, yeah. Does a demon god pillar count as opposite gender? No. Okay. You know, yeah, sure, put that on, why not? Use this. And sure, why not? You should use everything. Boom. Get stunned. Alright. Oh man. I guess they kind of had to do it this way because otherwise the Singularity would be a bit of a slog if every single demon god pillar you fought was neutral. It would make it very, very slow. Alright, it's AoE, so it won't do. Actually, that was good. I mean, she had attack and buster effectiveness up, so it makes sense that it would do good damage. Oh yeah, we're ending it next turn, 1000%. All right, all buster or hope for crits and use the quick card. I'll just bust on him. We'll just Bust.
世の行く手は阻めぬステルビアワリティア
And
よかろう
finito.
任せて世の行く手は阻めぬ
Goodbye, Demon God Pillar. It was slow during raids. There were a crap ton of debuffs applied to everyone. I'm good on Void Dust game. I really don't need more Void Dust. I really don't. I'm good. I promise. Is Void Dust all every Demon God Pillar gives? I guess Vlad. Sure, why not? I don't think I've ever gotten to use... Have I used Berserker Vlad before? I don't think so. Tomitomo. Alright. Start quest. You need 1,000 Void Dust away from being good on it? Yeah. I guess that's true. But still, you know, I would at least currently I'd appreciate some, you know, Evil Bones or Fool's Chains. Those would be nice. But yeah. Okay. I kind of want to just do double Draco, but nah, might as well. Might as well. Okay, so Berserker Vlad definitely has launch animations. Really, Vlad? Really? 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 Bruh. That's all I can say is bruh. Well, I didn't think he would die turn 1. I usually like, you know, having them take some damage so that way it doesn't run out of turns before I use, you know, before they die, and then it ends up being wasted, but like, how am I supposed to know he dies turn 1? Yeah, just do Buster Draco. Surely this will do decent damage. Well, okay, yeah, but I mean, turn 1 is still crazy. I mean, come on. Like, how am I supposed to know he'll die turn? Like, that's just unreasonable. That's just redonkulous. Oh, anti-demonic. Oh, that's actually quite useful here. Because we're fighting demons. Or a demon. Oh, yeah, defense up, okay. And defense down on me. Oh, that's really, really rude of you. Mash, don't die.
倒れません。
I beg of thee, do not death.
剣を見せる。我の力を見よ。
Boom, boom,
望みを
boom,
よ
boom,
かろう。
boom.
世の行く手が阻めぬ。
We're gonna get Noble Phantasmed, but we should be okay. Or I guess Incineration Ritualed. Yeah, good job, buddy. Good job. Look you go. That didn't do diddly squat. Alright, Mash. Noble Phantasm.
神明、望みを声にせよ。私は最悪のそれは全ての
Noblesse Phantasmal.
全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよ。ロードキャメロット。
Alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff, baby. That's not the good stuff, but you know, he tried his best. And that's all that matters. Right? As long as he tried his best. You should die this turn, but in case you don't, you know.
さあ、我が
Better
死を
safe
喜
than
ばせろ。
sorry. Maybe should have used it last turn, but whatever. Babylon Domisario. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's good damage. That's good damage. Yeah, you're very passionate. Bye-bye, Nefarious. Noobarious. Cause you're a noob. I'm a bit sad we didn't get any dialogue with Martha and them. I had hoped for dialogue with them, but alas, 'twas not to be. Alright, Jean, Siegfried, or Kiyohime. Well, obviously Jean. Jean d'Arc. Are we going to exchange any words? Probably not. Melting Furnace. Alright, who's next? Also Nefarious. Okay. They're all Nefarious. Yeah, Tomatomo? Yeah, buddy? Man has to literally toot his own horn every time he enters battle. Shaking my head. God dang horn tooter. Sorry, Jean. So close, so close. Greatly decrease, Nova Phantasm for one servant enemy, okay. Chance to immobilize. Servant, okay. So she's useless then, with her skills here. Okay, got it. Got it. Alright, just do a little bit of trolling, as they say.
厄災は
What would you call Noble Phantasming a demon god pillar
見
trolling?
るがよい
Probably not.
貴様らの繁栄の答え欲望の空を切り裂く流星のきらめきである
Babylon
ヘイバーストムスアフレア
Oh man. They haven't adapted Solomon as anime yet, right? Do we know if they have plans to do that? Because I really want to see that. I want to see all the servants like be summoned, and they did it as a movie. How did I never? I didn't ever heard about that one. Okay, good. Good. Wait, Singular, is it at least like 3 hours, or is it like an hour and a half and is ran through? Cause movie could be good or bad, depending on circumstance.
お任せください私の後ろへ
This movie is fixed up and cut out, yeah.
我が旗よ我が同胞を
Movie
守
took
り
some
たまえ
creative liberties too.
弓の指定出るね
Oh, okay. Don't give me specifics, cause I want to be I want to be disappointed in real time when I watch it, I guess. I get a bad, I don't know, movies give me bad vibes. I don't know. I'm scared now. I would hope they would have the sense to leave the dope-ass servant summoning scene in at least. But again, I'll see when I watch through the stuff.
望む我が舌を喜ばせた世の行く手は阻めぬイラグラアケディア
Yeah, HF was a little disappointing. I think it would have been a little bit better. I don't know, there's just a few things that I feel like if they'd added them in, like add 20 minutes to each movie to help flesh some things out, it could have been fine as just a movie trilogy, but that's a whole extra hour of content total, and it's like, I don't know. There's a chance you'll like it. I hated the Solomon movie on the first watch, but gradually found stuff to like about it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Again, movies
よ
just...
かろう
Movies scare me.
我がよ荒ぶる獣の
Never know what you're really gonna get. Movie adaptations, that is, not movies in general.
咲き誇るはホムラ轟くは叫び7つの竜よ翼となってかけよ抱き溶かし恋焦がれるか解消なし
I mean, honestly, nowadays, even movies in general, I'm like,
神の違いを見せてやろう
you know... The time for growth hath come. Ow. Ow. Okay.
望み
We'll
を
just try
声
and
にせよ
get damage in. Even though this one doesn't really want to take damage, does he?
まだです
He's like, no, I refuse. I don't wanna. I'm Mr. Nabarius of the Melting Furnace. I don't want to take damage from you. Nope. Alright. Get stunned. These will be up in 2-3 turns. I think doing this and using Tamitoma would be better than double. Actually, let's do, yeah, do all Tamitoma. What if we get any part rotations? So something after. I would say something. Maybe start for LB1. If we get any out. I was actually thinking about that. Do you think they'd be able to do Singularities 1 through 5 as a 25 episode anime? I think they probably could. 25 episodes, like five episodes per Singularity. I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was like, would they be able to do at least the better parts of each Singularity justice as if they only had 5 episodes each? I don't know. Probably not. No one cares anymore that much, and we have manga adaptations already to improve. Yeah. That's fair. Just one of those things. It's like, you know, what if? But yeah, you're right. They'd probably never do that for 1 through 5. It just wouldn't be worth it, probably. Quest is no battles. All right, it's gonna be a yap. This cannot be. I was unaware of any predicted future matching this. What has the command terminal been doing? Impossible. 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 This intrusion was not from incompetence. For the 9 of us to be overpowered by a ragtag group of heroic spirits, there must be some flaw in our design.
Oh dear. Turning a blind eye to one's immaturity is unsightly. It has nothing to do with the command terminal, or whatever that is. Kiyohime will go to the ends of the earth and the universe if it's for my dear master. Such a deed is only proper to demonstrate a pure maiden's love. Yes, truly unsightly. Blaming your superiors for your own inadequacy, you need to rebuild yourselves from the ground up. First of all, having 71 backup dancers looking like you is unthinkable. That's so out of touch.
He's not an idol, Elizabeth. He's not an idol.
When you're out front on center stage, you can't whine. Be more like your master over there. You're out of your mind for trying to take on my dearlet. You're still wet behind the ears.
This would be easier if they had a change of heart, but it seems they had no heart to begin with. Still, I'm slightly surprised and oddly touched. Even Elizabeth, the Dragon Girl, an evil anti-hero, has the conscience to try to reform herself.
Dragons can be complicated creatures, Georgios. Also, isn't it about time you get the idea that all dragons are evil out of your head? Evil or not, a wholehearted duel, a wholehearted conversation will lead to mutual understanding.
Yeah, you totally didn't beat your dragon into submission. Totally.
I see. So it's that persistence that I lacked. Even that wicked dragon Fafnir couldn't give up his lust for treasure. We might have been able to come to an understanding. If I had been as kind as you, my lady, I wonder if things would have ended differently.
No, Fafnir was pretty bad.
No. The answer is no. You should cultivate a better sense of judgment of character. Oh, pardon me. That slipped out even though we were in the middle of a battle. But I was compelled to interject. Perhaps Sir Siegfried should give himself a bit more credit for his achievements. I would never suggest taking a page from that
Degenerate musician's book, but at least try to have Sanson's objectivity.
Hold it. If you're going to criticize me, please do it when I'm out of earshot, Dion. As you can see, my heart is fragile, like Venetian glass. That's it. I'm tired and I want to go home.
You did your job already. You can go. You don't gotta stick around.
Eh? I don't mind him, Dion. Amadeus just wants to make excuses for his own debauchery. He's a brute who doesn't care whether his reputation is good or bad. He's just a deviant who only gets excited by music superior to his own.
Okay. That got a smile out of Sanson.
Damn, so harsh, but so true. I can't possibly disagree. That aside, Sanson's smirk is completely repulsive.
I'm not smirking. That was the look of pity. So how about more fighting and less flip-flapping, or lip-flapping, you effort fop?
These stakes have skewered 20,000 soldiers, but who knew the time would come when I would run out? It's only it's natural for maggots to breed in rotten meat, but aren't there a few too many here?
Of all people, I never thought I would hear Count Vlad complain. Are you enjoying the picturesque carnage? Why not reveal your true nature, Count Dracula? Don't you want to show off the real power of your lance to the master?
As malicious as always, vampirus? At least you don't want for diligence. You work hard at the role you have taken on, so vigorously wielding that Iron Maiden of yours. I was a fool to worry about the opinions of others. We stand at the end point of humanity. This is no time to fret over reputation. If they want a vampire, then I shall show them a true monster. Oh, hi, Phantom.
Yes. We are in the pits of hell itself. There is no reason to hide one's sins. Atonement for the surface world. For those of us who dwell in the bowels of the earth, there need be nothing but our singing the praises of pure violence. Oh, Christine, sing for me, fall from grace for me, and yes, return to the surface for me. You are worthy of light. We dead souls will take on all of the filth. No, it's awkward. Good thing, other Lancelot's probably in a different zone. Otherwise, this would be real awkward.
We seem to be pressuring them.
But there's still no end in sight. Even with our elite group, we have yet to make a dent in the enemy's territory. It's hard to defend with just our banner alone. Would you lend us your hand, my Jean? Okay, for a second I thought the other Jean would pop up, but...
Of course. There was no enemy force we couldn't overcome when the two of us fought together. Let us advance, Gilles. Let us show our combined power here and now. Luminosity Eternal.
Saint War Order.
You get him.
The Holy Maiden is more than a match for a demon god. Scattering of terminal components confirmed. Breaking away from the throne, focusing on self-recovery. Zapar, Botis, Bathim, Salos. Resurrect. Person, Marax, Epos, Aim. Resurrect. Melting Furnace Nibarius rebooting. Expelling enemy servants. You sure about that?
No matter how many we defeat, the numbers aren't decreasing.
Looks that way. As long as we don't destroy their roots, these creatures won't die.
But we can make them weaker. As long as they're continuously defeated and forced to regenerate, the demon gods can do nothing. Yes, you're right, Sean. The supply of magical energy from that sector to the central throne has stopped. That means that at the least, these 9 pillars can't return to the central throne. Well, then there's only one thing for us to do. If the demon gods regenerate infinitely, we'll continue to suppress them as long as our strength holds out. We'll clear a path to the throne. Members of Chaldea, please go before us. May the Lord bless and protect you on that path.
Thank you, Jean. All of you take care too.
Right. Thank you, Sean.
Bye, bestie. Bye to you too, homie. Bye, Marie. We'll show Solomon what's for. We will lay him low. Oh, do we get to pick and choose what order we do? Oh, there's a lot more than I thought there was. It didn't let us scroll up this far before, did it? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we were... Yeah, we got stuck like here, I think. Didn't we? Am I crazy? Yeah, I know it's 7. I'm saying before, it wouldn't let us... It wouldn't let us look around that far. We got stuck like here. It wouldn't let us move from here. I guess I should do them in order. I guess. I suppose. Yeah. Flaros, the information center. Lev. You'll be defeated by the same people who defeated you last time. Activate. The 9 pillars that govern the information center. Arius, Vapular, Zagan, Valak, Andros, Andrielphus, Simiz, Amdusius. We 9 pillars obtain letters. We 9 pillars compose phenomena. In the name of the 72 demon gods, our research shall never be extinguished.
Huh? You call yourselves 72 demon gods? Demon god pillars? Then Septum Montus Romae, the 7 hills of Rome, shall stand in your way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Ritsuka. Emperor Nero Claudius's long-awaited encore performance begins now. If I am being completely honest, I do not know exactly what is going on here.
No, don't worry about it. don't worry about it. Oh, it's summoned. I thought this was her after becoming a servant, but no. She, actual human living Nero, she got yoinked out of her office. Like, oh, okay.
I thought I was just in my office, in the wasteland of a new continent or in the Colosseum. And at one point I thought I was in a far-off distant sky. At any rate, the next thing I know I'm in some strange temple of time, with the fate of the world hanging in the balance.
This isn't Nero's voice. What am I doing?
This is all a bit beyond my understanding. However, my objective is clear. Namely, this is a battle. Correct, Ritsuka?
Indeed.
I do not know all the details, but if I am not mistaken, those horrible creatures are the enemy.
Yes, they are.
Then I will take this opportunity to repay a debt. My friend, I will swing my meteor metal sword with all of my soul.
Hi. Hi, guys. Long time no see.
Oh, come on. She blabbed on so long that Lubu started to get impatient and go on a rampage. Long time no see, Ritsuka and Mash.
Hi, Boudica. Hi, Mom. I mean, yeah, hi.
Well, look at that. Yes, you both look happy and healthy. Big Sister Boudica is happy to see that. Ah, shucks. I'll bestow Andraste's protection upon you.
This is truly a desperate struggle. Then let us fight. Let us bring light beyond the limitless horizon of battle. Those destined to become oppressors, yet who have already fought so wonderfully in this resistance. Let us now stand side by side. Today we defeat an enemy who is truly infinite.
He seems to be in an exceptionally good mood. Did you hear him? He even called this a desperate struggle.
Yeah, he did.
I do recall a number of terrible battles myself, but this is quite a sight. Look at all those demon god pillar things. Not being able to kill them in one fell swoop is somewhat unromantic. This is fine. Killing them is certainly a task worthy of me. Minions of the king, who incinerated the world itself. They must be on par with the emperor who once ruled China. Most importantly, though, the drinks after this will sure taste great. Yeah, probably. You're in high spirits yourself, Shinkei. If you're going to have a banquet, count me in. I'll make something.
Okay. Sounds good.
We can invite everyone who's fought alongside us and have a once-in-a-lifetime feast.
A feast of tens of heroic spirits, possibly. How many heroic spirits have we encountered in all the singularities so far? At least 50, right? Probably. Like, including enemies? That's probably well over 50.
Splendid idea. Then, yes, there's much more reason to survive and get back home. Oh, Boudica, Shinkei, Lubu, Spartacus. Ah, it is finally coming back to me. That's right, we all fought together once.
Or maybe this is Servant Her?
Generals fought alongside me with the strength of 1,000 soldiers. You have assembled again. That's right. We once fought together as part of your legion. Forget the chatter and take a look over there.
At this point, you had 140 plus summonable servants. But all of those didn't appear in the singularities, did they? And also, okay, yeah. I was talking about the ones we encounter, or in the events also happened. So yeah, the ones we encountered in, not including alts, but all the ones we encountered actually in the singularities, and I guess we'll throw Dante or Edmund Dantes in there too. Even the Roman soldiers from long ago are here? What?
There's an army a few thousand strong waiting on your command. Even the Roman soldiers from long ago are here.
What about our boy Romulus? Is he here? Roma? Long live the Emperor! Long live Her Imperial Majesty, Nero Claudius! The elite soldiers of cohorts 1 through 10 of the First Legion are assembled, Your Majesty. We swear our allegiance to you. I don't know, you guys... I don't know about normal soldier. Maybe they're buffed as like lower end servants, or maybe like maybe they're in a similar fashion to Iskandar's Noble Phantasm. They're just like all weaker servants because they weren't summoned properly, but they're still stronger than they were in life, maybe. Hopefully. Otherwise, if they're just regular Roman soldiers, that's they probably won't have a good time.
My word, so many soldiers have assembled under my command. But how? Surely you did not all become heroic spirits like a certain king of conquerors.
How does she know about... Okay.
True. With all due respect, Your Majesty. We are nameless spirits. Normally we are but formless, idle thoughts. However, we are not afraid of the demon gods. Not as long as we are the great sons of Rome.
Huh.
Crimson and gold shall conquer. We obey your orders alone, Your Majesty.
Splendid words, my legion. Imu, this makes me so very happy. I say this from the bottom of my heart. As I stand here, I can get a glimpse of what's to come. I see my future. Perhaps I can see such a vision because we're at a temple beyond time. But the moment I return to proper history, I'll be exiled from the Empire, and eventually be condemned to solitary suffering.
Oh. Ooh, yeah, you're not supposed to know about that. Ooh.
After 3 sunsets, death will come for me. I am sure that I am set on this path. It is the past which cannot be changed. But even so, at this moment I am not alone. I have Ritsuka, my generals, and my legion. Even if they may be phantoms.
Yes, whether they're phantoms or not, you are not alone. Our Rome is immortal. Even if the Empire perishes, the torch of civilization passed on from Rome will never be extinguished, nor will our feelings. You loved Rome, therefore we ghosts of the past can at least honor you this way.
I think Caligula was a big fan of Alexander the Great, and at least in Fate, he was telling Nero stories when she was little, something like that for us. I mean, maybe, but that wouldn't really explain how she would know that that's Iskandar's Noble Phantasm ability. Because I assume that she was comparing them showing up with her to his Noble Phantasm, so I don't... Which, I mean, I did the same thing, but then it turned out she was a human, so I was like, oh, it's not really possible. But, I don't know. Maybe.
You are beautiful. You should be proud. That beauty is the nobility of your soul.
Uncle, you're talking?
Oh, Rome immortal. Destroy demon god pillars. Destroy!
Oh, Caligula.
Do not grieve, Fifth Emperor. Caligula is only able to regain rationality for mere moments at a time. However, he was able to say what was necessary. This time, we are not enemies, but emperors united in battle. Well, strictly speaking, I'm not an emperor, but let us just say it sounded good. And besides, being able to convey one's thoughts in a single breath is important. Powerful words can easily affect others' hearts.
What? Even Lord Caesar? Uncle praised me, but said nothing about a joint struggle. No, details do not matter anymore. Oh, to have... even that momentary emperor and the third emperor as my allies.
Momentary emperor. Well, call me whatever you wish. I certainly won't argue with that.
Romulus?
Nero, my dear child, I must tell you something. Words, a great command that howls to the heavens. Rome shall help you and Ritsuka at this moment,
Roma!
My ears do not deceive me. That tone, that majestic appearance. He is unmistakably the founding king.
I am Rome! With my lance, my power, and all of my achievements, I shall crush the enemies of you and your sworn friend there. Worry not, fear not, be proud. Right now, all of Rome rests in your hands.
Oh, holy progenitor I
once told my father, the god of war, something. People carry a light within them, and it is enough to foster a loving heart. Historically, there has been much evil that denies that light. But look at that crowd of beings that calls themselves demon gods. Ridiculous. They're unworthy of standing in our way. The age of gods shall end once and for all. Our Rome was one of the things that stood as proof of that. The age of man. It is the age of romantic adventure. Nero, Ritsuka, and the girl named Mash. People are meant to love each other.
love.
Boudica's like, fucking Rome. Hate Rome. Let's go. We got the squadron. That is the Rome I wished for. Thus. Prove it. Fight. Be victorious. Everything is permitted to you. Oh, long live the Holy Progenitor. Long live Her Imperial Majesty, Nero Claudius.
Clothe yourselves in crimson and gold. Rome and your emperor promise you the glory of victory. The demon gods will learn. They will learn the name of their destroyer. They will witness a brilliance that will never go out. A brilliance that overcomes even the lights of despair that tear through the sky. Now go. The final battle begins.
My goat. All of them. Roma, Nero, Caligula. Ooh, free summon ticket. Oh, dragon scales. Yes. Gimme. Predicting final battle. Okay, buddy. Oh, what? No. Really? Really? We don't... Hang on. There has to be a Nero in here somewhere, right? Yes, there is. For my own sake, I'm using... she's wearing a weird outfit, but, you know, that's fine. She's wearing one of her costumes. That's alright. You know what? Let's use... Caligula, Spartacus... yeah, let's use... Yeah, I'll use Caesar. One of her 3 costumes that she surely needed. They are all very important. The game would be broken without them. They had to be added. It was only right. Information center. Oh. That's, That's something. Well. Also, he's got his Goonin arm out.
我が舌を
Always gotta
喜ば
keep
せ
your
ろ
goon arm on deck.
よかろう我が舌を喜ばせろ行くぞステルビ
Oh yeah. Oh, that
違いを
damage.
見せてやる
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff.
Oh, you poor demon god pillar. You silly. You're so silly. You know, yeah.
熱いバラードも良い
I would love a passionate ballad from you, Nero. I would love that.
な望みを声にす
Actually, wait, what is her? Decreased defense. Yeah, we'll use her as the overcharge. Yeah.
よかさあ会場のみんな宴をロササウディ
It's, her lines are a bit weird for this
咲き
particular
誇るは本能轟くは叫び
instance.
七つの竜よ
I mean, hey, she does have an audience currently, technically.
いざ溶かし恋焦がれるか
Technically speaking, there is in fact an audience.
解消なし
Get him, Nero. Get him. Get him.
我が才を見よ万来の喝采を聞けしかしてたたえよ黄金の劇場を
I know I said this before when we used her back during Septum, but I really like that they add in the extra music for her Noble Phantasm. I'm glad they didn't change it. I guess is the better way to put it. I feel like that music is too iconic, and they kept it, which is good.
ワンツースリー
Heart.
ワンツー
Sorry,
イエイ燃えるように
I just had to inspect that for a moment. Oh, Caesar might die. I mean, he'll resist it. He's dead. I should have used his. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Did he even have a guts? I don't think so.
倒れません
Gil's Sixer theme, Emiya is the only one that has the OG Emiya theme version. Oh.
望みを声にせよよ
Actually, no. Boom,
望
boom,
みよ
boom.
我が舌を喜ばせろ行くぞ
I mean, Tomomo makes sense, because that's where she was introduced, but
よい舌が濡れる
Gil using his extra theme is interesting. That hurts. That hurts, buddy.
ワン了解
Why you gotta hurt us like that? What did we ever do to you? Other than kill you? Ooh. Get out of here, Flauros.
戦闘終了お役に立てましたか
You did good, Mash. Good. We're getting other stuff now. It's good. I need octuplet. I need a lot of octuplet crystals. I have like 6 servants that need them for ascensions currently, like right this second. And then some skills. I need a bunch of those. Neutralized. Information center terminated. No battles. Interesting. Give me a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna level Mash, I guess. If I'm gonna be using her, I may as well make her a little bit stronger. So she doesn't die immediately whenever she gets put out there. And also, you know how we do. You know how we do. Come on, Insano luck. A fifth Chloe! A fifth Chloe! What is going on here? It's the game listening to my microphone. I literally said, days ago, she was the one I didn't want on the spanner. She was the only one I didn't want. And somehow, some way, every poll on the spanner, except one maybe, I've gotten her. Like, what the hell is happening here? What are we doing here, game? I'm suspicious of you. I mean, I guess, okay, technically speaking, aside from, wanting Pretoria, that was Insano luck still. Because, getting a 4-star from a single summon ticket, is pretty good, actually. But it's just the one I didn't want. So that's interesting. All right.
Information center terminated.
First ever non-welfare gold NP5? Yes. Actually, she was my first NP3, 4, and 5 non-welfare 4-star. Which is, yeah. With the next monthly tickets, surely we... that's probably gonna happen. I have a weird feeling I'll probably get another copy of her. At least one. At this point, I don't know. Maybe I'll get her with all the summon tickets I get. That'd be really unfortunate, actually. That'd be really unfortunate. Because I would very much like even if I don't get Artoria, I would at least like maybe to get Suzuka's Noble Phantasm up. That'd be nice. Chloe level 120 for the meme. Enough coins at this point. Honestly, if I can, I might invest into her. I'm not opposed. Well, actually, I am kind of opposed because you know what? Fuck it. Why not?
I see. So they obtain letters and compose phenomena. Arius, Vapula, Zagan, Valak, Andrus, Andraelphus, Isimes, Amdusius. Almost half of the 72 demon gods are in charge of wisdom. The 59th through the 67th are specifically correlated with the theme of knowledge and the sciences. A gathering of intellect. Any plans they come up with will certainly be troublesome, but they haven't been very effective against the voraciousness of the Roman army. Raw power alone should be enough to push them back. If I could ask for more, I'd want something with a bit of extra flair, but I suppose we need to procure such things ourselves. Are we ready?
We're good, Professor. I'm ready anytime. I'll annihilate the 9 pillars over there.
Can you do it, Alexander?
I guess it's not possible to completely take them out, but that's the fun in and of itself. I get to keep fighting, right?
That you do.
That gives me a chance to try out a bunch of things. Over 100 different tactics come to mind.
Too much is just as bad as not enough. But I don't think you'll understand. 100's too many. Normally, I would suggest you carefully select 10 tactics and focus on improving them. But this situation is the exception. If there's an infinite supply of enemies, there's nothing better than having as many tactics as possible. You can go all out this time. Don't worry about running out of magical energy. It'd be virtually impossible to capture and analyze the entire Temple of Time, but I was able to study the mechanics of its throne. It's an enormous, solid magical summoning circle with planetary magecraft at its core. If I'm right about that, then we have a little something up our sleeve too.
That's amazing, Professor. So it'll be like sucking up magical energy from the enemy? I don't really like that. Their writhing magical energy gives me the creeps.
No, I'm not going to let you use that. We're just going to use its structure to our advantage. I'll create a path for the magical energy. I may not be a master currently, but in principle it should be possible.
I'll leave it to you, Professor. Have at it.
That's my line. No matter. I'll do the best I can, my king.
Roger that, my future retainer. Now let's go wild on the battlefield again. Bucephalus. And another helper. Now let's get going, my future rival. Hi, Darius.
Are you managing to control him? Well, as long as he's not attacking us, I suppose he's under control.
Haha, yes, he's holding back. Darius III, the man destined to become my greatest rival. The final Persian king of the Achaemenid Empire, though he doesn't quite feel real to me yet. You know I don't hate you. I probably even like you. I don't know how the future me will be, but I don't think he'd hate you. Yes, I'm sure of it. Even now, I don't want to wait for my own future to have a chance to fight you. We couldn't do it back in Rome. But I'm sorry, that just won't be possible right now.
I'm not sure if your words are getting through to him. He has a high-ranking madness enhancement on him after all. Sorry, but this exchange might be pointless.
You're right. It's really just to fulfill my selfish desires. So I want to say this one thing before we go on our endless assault. King Darius, how can you stand your urges? I'm sure you want to kill me with all of your being. So why are you fighting those 9 pillars instead? It makes sense if it was because you couldn't fight me if the world ended. But that can't be it. Right. Maybe. And this is just a maybe. Through that madness enhancement of yours, you saw the possibility of us fighting side by side.
Oh? He ascended!
Ascension? Alexander, you've overstimulated him.
Aha! It wasn't really a joke. But see, he's still not attacking. Are you?
Mutual respect?
No. Pushing him further would be a bad idea. Sorry to keep you waiting. Anyway, let's go. Darius III and Lord Elmaloy II, my future rival and my future retainer. Let us go forth.
I know it's Waver's body, but it's Elmaloy's personality. Why is he calling him his retainer when... I mean, I suppose there's a timeline somewhere where Waver didn't steal the item from Elmaloy and was summoned by him, I guess. I guess. It's probably some timeline like that.
Tyranny, tyranny, tyranny. Will you whip my flesh?
Am I forgetting something? It's a case for... I kind of wish you hadn't said anything and just let me have my own theory, because I haven't watched Case Files yet. It's fine. It's fine.
And never an AC of flesh is a symbol of tyranny. Harm me, strike me. I'll hit you back with twice that strength.
Don't use your noble phantasm at close range, Spartacus. Lubu, you're up too far. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Tear them down. Break them in advance. Your destructive power is more than welcome right now. I know. I'm not trying to act like the king. I don't want to be the commander either. So there's no need to get angry with me. I guess it's a sign that they're warming up to me. When all of this is truly over, I'm downing all the liquor I can handle. And what's Boudica doing, leaving me alone on babysitting duty? Oh, I see. Great. She picks this moment for a heart-to-heart. I guess I'll leave her alone for now. Ahem. Don't falter. I pushed them back. If you can't keep your formation, call for your emperor. I'll head over there and chop that pillar of flesh right up. Though this headache is getting to me. Come on. Take it a little easier, Nero Claudius. You're taking part in battle when you're not really either human nor a heroic spirit, so don't push yourself too hard. It's my job to put my life on the line. Your job is to be the Emperor and command this army. But it looks like there's some reinforcements getting all worked up on the right flanker there. Anyway, pull yourself together and take your place. Thanks, Boudica. This magical energy overflowing from my body is waking me up. Sometimes it's difficult being so talented. Also, this headache is just driving me crazy. Well, that's a rare thing indeed for your Imperial Majesty, to listen to orders without protest. Imu, I am the great ruler who receives thunderous applause. No, I'm not truly a great ruler, I imagine. I won't bring any excuses. I remember what happened in Britannia. I had you and your daughters in your homeland. I conquered it through diabolic means. Well, that's not something you did yourself. I'm sure it was just some magistrate acting alone. As a heroic spirit, I know that now. The Emperor is responsible for the immoral acts of their retainers. Well, that's true. Yes, well, let's be honest about it all. It's no secret that I will never forgive Rome for what it did. I'm fine with being defiled, though I'd certainly rather not be. But you, Rome, defiled my daughters, my homeland. You broke your agreement with my husband. You simply did whatever you wanted to us all. But my revenge is long over, so we're done talking about this too. Well, I suppose if my spirit origin gets messed with, I might not be so understanding. But that's fine. I am who I am now. That's why I won't say anymore. Actually, I'm more curious about you, Nero. I killed plenty of Roman women and children. I'm in Londinium, with countless parents begging for their lives. Don't say it, Boudica. Please don't say any more than that. I can't bear to hear more than that. I'm sorry. our deep-seated resentment of each other will likely continue forever. So, don't say it, Boudica. Yes, it's true. You're absolutely right. I died a long time ago. Heroic spirits are shadows, carved into human history. They're not actual individuals who lived in that past. If that's the case, why not be the bigger man? Right, Lord Nero?
Umu?
I'm a heroic spirit who isn't the actual person, and I'm going to forgive the Emperor, who's unclear whether she's a heroic spirit or the actual person. How long are you two going to mess around? How long are you going to leave me to deal with Spartacus and Lubu? Ahem. Don't you mean the demon god pit? Ahem. Never mind, my apologies. I'll be right there. Were you able to talk? Thank you. Now I can go all out.
Is she gonna ascend?
Don't mention it. There's no need to be fearful of the future. Now, let's finish this battle once and for all. Brave warriors await us on the battlefield.
No ascension.
Oh, hi, Steno. People are fighting. I've gotten used to the scene. The brave, the heroes. In the pursuit of glory, they spill their blood and lose their flesh. It's valiant, but also gruesome. Like a meal accompanied by a tale of heroism. It may look glorious, but it's actually cruel. Don't you agree, Altera?
Oh, even Altera's here, even though she showed up for like, what, one section? Like 3 nodes?
That's not a question I can answer. I don't feel anything. You really think so? I see you as a person right now. At the very least, you're different than you were 14,000 years ago. And I'm not just talking about the scale of your spirit origin. We haven't forgotten about what happened 14,000 years ago. My sister Medusa might not remember, but we do.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess as goddesses, they would have lived through that whole thing, huh? Technically? With... Yeah. Okay.
The gods couldn't beat you in the ancient past, nor the great one who fell from the stars, the giant that smashed the earth. Or not the great one who fell from the stars. You crossed an ocean of stars, right? In that sense, we're the same, although we ended up quite different. You were destruction itself, the natural order of the heavens and earth, and even the conceptual gods themselves lost to you. Your presence was deadly to the 12 gods of Olympus. What about this time? Which side will you be on? I was brought here by my connection with Ritsuka. I see. So you're going to be on the human side. I guess it would be problematic if they were collected before you destroyed them.
Okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand half of what you say. I don't really understand myself. I'm sure it's because I'm a heroic spirit that's been cut off from its original being. I am incomplete. I only have the memories of when I ran through the plains as the great king of destruction.
Oh, yeah, no, it's probably for the best you don't remember. Yeah, it's probably for the best. Yeah, that's yeah. Who knows what you would what you'd do if you had the those memories, you know.
The Great One? I don't get it.
That's fortunate for us. I wonder if your spirit origin's been damaged. However, here's what I think now. I might be destruction, a tool meant to destroy civilization. But I don't want it to end here. I don't want things to end here, only knowing the sword. I want to ride a horse and pass through a prairie, like the wind. I want to dress up like a bride.
Oh?
And someday make good food. I don't want things to end yet. Oh my. I thought you were still no more than an avatar of destruction, even after so many years had passed. But for you to finally say that after you've died and become a heroic spirit, you really must have trouble with words. I guess the only thing I can do is apologize. I'm sorry, girl of the prairie, who calls herself Altera. You became human a long time ago.
That's interesting, though. But I guess they had to have a way to, like, use her as promo for Extella. But then also make it so she didn't have... Yeah. Yeah. I think it would be interesting if they did have her remember, but I can understand their reasoning as to why they would cut the memories of Extella off from her. It makes storytelling easier, I guess. Rather than worrying about, like, tying all that in, it's like, yes, she doesn't have those memories. Don't worry about it.
Uncertain, incomprehensible. We do not understand your reasoning for fighting even after going against us. A ragtag group that doesn't know the true value of the Age of Gods. Ignorant militants. A hodgepodge of heroic spirits. How can such a puny and poor group push us 9 demon gods back?
Our desires, wishes, and respect are what give Rome its light. We cannot lose to a lump of fear and despair. It's laughable, really. And...
What is the matter, holy progenitor? Why are you looking over there?
Oh. Whoa. Something's falling on the demon god pillar? What the hell is that?
So much magical energy. A pillar of light rammed into the demon god. It's so bright I cannot see anything. What's going on?
Oh, you noble phantasm. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. I thought I was forgetting about someone, like, hello?
A teardrop photon ray. I guess it was a little too much to shoot that
Off with the spirit origin. But we've drawn first blood. Yeah, you have, I guess.
The people of Rome will destroy, but this time it won't be your civilization. It will be those who bring destruction down on us.
Thanks for the assist.
I can see it. That's Altera's sword. It looks like she wanted to get a surprise attack off on the demon god pillar, but... Well, I guess I'm always late to the party. Yes, I mean... What was that? That was an amazing noble phantasm. I don't think we've seen that one before, have we?
Tyranny.
There. Calm down.
Don't just run off towards any magical energy you sense.
No, on second thought, the demon god pillars have the most magical energy around. Just follow your instincts.
Holy progenitor. That looks like Marsh's sword.
Yes, no doubt.
Mars. Yes, now that you mention it, Altera loved the god of war for some reason.
So she has weird memories. What time? No, what time period was Attila the Hun? No, it wasn't the same time period as Nero, right? So yeah, she wouldn't know. She has memories of Extella. Weirdly. Hang on, let me make sure. Now I'm curious. Hang on. Yeah. Altera was 400 years later. Interesting. So the maybe human, maybe kind of servant Nero has... Okay, interesting.
Nero, you wouldn't know. But that's the true sword of my father, the war god Mars.
What? Holy progenitor, what did you say?
It's the giant sword of light that the god of war Mars, who is virtually manifested in satellite orbit, wields. The conceptualization of war itself. It uses Altera's magical energy in itself, but its power output is compounded. Probably.
Probably.
It's been a while since I've seen it. Looks like she wields it more skillfully than my father.
Huh?
A virtual manifestation of a divine spirit? You're kidding.
No.
I don't really understand, but... Yeah, ma'am. Having the god of war around would be pretty helpful, holy progenitor.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you really think so, Nero?
Yeah, ma'am. I do. At one time, I wasn't sure what to do when she came walking towards the Roman capital. But Altera's on our side now. And that's like having the god of war on our side. Rome will certainly win this battle.
Yeah, Your Imperial Majesty Nero. Please give us your orders.
Yeah, ma'am. This will be the final battle.
Distance guy's probably Stella. Yeah, that's. I was thinking she was. I thought for some reason I thought that was capping off her getting here, but I guess. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, ma'am, this will be the final battle. But before that, the Roman army and I shall handle things here. You go ahead, Risica. The world will not end. All paths connect to our 7 hills. Forward, conquer. Your advance will open up the path to tomorrow's world. To Rome!
To Rome! To Rome!
Him!
I love Rome. Man, okay, that's 4 because 3's over here. Alright, Okeanos. Oh man, we're at 3 hours already though. I think that'll do it. If I'm not mistaken, these parts were written by the original writers of their chapters, I think. Makes sense, keep them in character for how they were during their... Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, yeah. Next time, we'll do 3, 4, and 5, and maybe 6? Depends on how much there was. How many dragon scales? 5? I think 5. With the one we got... No, we got 5. No, we got 5 from the one thing, right? So no, I have like 10. I think. I have 10. Right? Hang on. Who needs them? Steno? Yeah, I have 10. So... Do I need them for Artoria? If assuming I get her anyway, which yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see about that. But the 90++ summer node drops strand skills occasionally. It might be hard, but actually clears first wave and Draco with two things enemies to dragon traits. Ah, okay. But yeah, I like that. I'm doing more tomorrow. I plan this whole week is, well, I say whole week, not whole week. Thursday and Sunday, no, but I plan today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. Assuming I need Saturday. We'll see. Is all gonna go towards finishing Solomon. But yeah, that's I like it. I like that it's a culmination of all the people and stories and you know, connections we've made so far. So I really like that. But Throne 7 will be interesting. Because I'm not gonna ask what I was gonna ask because I don't actually want spoilers for what happens here. But I have a few inklings that something unique might be happening at Throne 7. Maybe. Maybe I'm being overly hopeful or ridiculous in my head. Again, I'm not gonna talk about it, but we'll see when we get there. We'll see. But yeah, anyway. Kind of crazy how almost the end of part 1. Yeah. I honestly, I thought it would take longer. Weirdly. I don't know why. I thought, I don't know, it would take another month before we even got here. But because I don't know, when I was told it would be like a year plus to go through the story, I was like, damn. how much time am I gonna have to devote to it? But no, it's gone fairly quickly, I feel like. Although I do know all the stories in Act 2 are longer than... Yeah, yeah. So, it'll start dragging on some more, but that's not bad. If the as the writing has gotten better, I won't mind too much if we have like 2 hours of non-stop talking before a single battle. You know, that won't be that bad. Part 2 is 7.5 years of releases. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's... That's gonna take a while for sure. I don't know. For some reason I thought this would be getting to this point would take longer. I don't know. I was silly for thinking that, but I don't know. I'm just hoping we... I should say, I'm hoping I don't get bored with it. Because, like... I don't know. Again, if the writing is good, I shouldn't get bored when we get into part 2. But... I don't know, I always have that concern of... Because if I get bored, right, I wouldn't want to force myself to continue playing. So I'm scared of getting bored of it, but I'm hoping I won't. Again, as long as this writing stays good, I shouldn't, but... I don't know. It's an irrational fear. But... yeah, no, anyway. That'll do it. Thank you guys for hanging out, and Yeah, after this I have to go try and beat the last two extra quests to get Knacks Noble Phantasm enhancements. Which are annoying. There's still a second worst written chapter left. Is that Agartha? In part 1.5? Because I remember you guys saying that one sucked really bad. Some people consider it the worst. I don't know, we'll see. Again, I want to do everything, so even if it sucks, I'll deal with it. But I don't know. I know people have told me that I can skip the part 1.5 stuff, but like I don't know. I don't want to do that. If it's canon, I want to see it, so I'll just deal with the badness, I suppose. And who knows, maybe I'll get a kick out of it. I don't know. Maybe I could find a comedic... Get a comedic kick out of it in a weird sense. Who knows, but... No point in skipping 1.5 unless you have a purpose, yeah. We'll see though. We shall see. But anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, I plan to play more tomorrow, sure. I'll see you then maybe. Peace.